Have you ever wondered how glutamate affects your brain? Well, it's time to dive deep into the fascinating world of this crucial neurotransmitter. Imagine your brain as a bustling city, and neurotransmitters are like the traffic signals that help control the flow of information. In this bustling brain city, glutamate is the primary excitatory neurotransmitter. It's like the green light that signals your brain's neurons to go, to fire up, and send their messages. But glutamate isn't just any traffic signal. It's the most common neurotransmitter found in our brain, accounting for about 90% of the synaptic connections. That's quite a lot of green lights. Now, what makes glutamate particularly interesting is its crucial role in learning and memory. Have you ever marveled at a child's ability to learn languages so quickly? Or wondered how you can still remember the lyrics to a song you haven't heard in years? You have glutamate to thank for that. You see, when you learn something new, your brain forms new connections between neurons, a process known as synaptic plasticity. And guess who's the star of the show here? Yes, it's our friend, glutamate. It helps facilitate the changes in your brain that occur whenever you learn something new or create a memory. Moreover, glutamate is also involved in other essential brain functions such as energy production, detoxification, and immune system function. It's like the multitasking superhero of your brain. But, like any superhero, glutamate must maintain a delicate balance. Too much or too little can lead to problems. A well-regulated glutamate system means a well-functioning brain, but when things go awry, the effects can be significant. So, glutamate has a significant role in our brain, but what happens when its levels drop too low? Well, stay tuned as we explore the effects of low glutamate levels in the next segment. When glutamate levels plummet, our brain doesn't function as it should. This is not a statement to be taken lightly. Glutamate, the primary excitatory neurotransmitter in our brain, plays a vital role in brain development, learning, and memory. So, what happens when this crucial neurotransmitter is in short supply? Imagine the brain as a bustling city, with glutamate as the electricity that powers it. Now, picture a citywide power outage. That's what happens when glutamate levels drop. The city, or in this case, our brain, struggles to function. This deficiency manifests in various ways. For starters, you may experience a lack of concentration. Tasks that once seemed simple may now seem like climbing Mount Everest. Reading a book, focusing on a conversation, or even following a recipe can become challenging. Then there's mental fatigue. Even after a good night's sleep, you might wake up feeling exhausted. Your brain, lacking the necessary fuel, struggles to keep up with daily demands. It's like trying to run a marathon with a near-empty tank. Memory issues are another telltale sign of low glutamate levels. You might find yourself forgetting names, misplacing items, or struggling to recall recent events. Your brain's ability to store and retrieve information is hampered, making it difficult to remember even the most routine details. And it's not just about these symptoms. Low glutamate levels have been associated with several diseases and disorders, one of which is schizophrenia. This chronic and severe mental disorder affects how a person thinks, feels, and behaves. Studies suggest that disruptions in glutamate activity may contribute to the development of schizophrenia, highlighting the importance of maintaining healthy glutamate levels. Clearly, maintaining a healthy level of glutamate is essential. But how does this connect to depression and addiction? Well, Let's uncover the link in our next segment. Stay tuned. Depression and addiction can both be influenced by our brain's glutamate levels. Glutamate, as we've discussed earlier, is a powerful neurotransmitter that carries signals in the brain. When levels of this essential neurotransmitter drop too low, it can lead to feelings of depression and contribute to addictive behaviors. Let's start with depression. Depression isn't just feeling sad or down in the dumps. It's a serious mental health condition that can affect every aspect of a person's life. When glutamate levels are low, the brain's communication system can falter, leading to the symptoms of depression. You see, glutamate is responsible for activating neurons in the brain, causing them to fire. When there's not enough glutamate, these neurons can't fire as they should. This can lead to a decrease in the brain's activity level, contributing to feelings of lethargy, hopelessness, and other symptoms associated with depression. Now let's talk about addiction. Addiction, whether it's to substances or behaviors, is often linked with low levels of glutamate as well. Addictive substances can cause the brain to release large quantities of glutamate, creating a temporary high. However, over time, the brain can become desensitized to this rush of glutamate, leading to a decrease in its overall levels. This drop in glutamate can leave individuals feeling low or depressed, which can trigger a desire for more of the addictive substance or behavior, perpetuating a vicious cycle of addiction and depression. This is the reason why many individuals with depression often struggle with addiction and vice versa. Understanding the role of glutamate in depression and addiction is a critical step in breaking this vicious cycle. By taking steps to increase glutamate levels, individuals can help to alleviate the symptoms of depression and reduce the hold of addiction. It's a vicious cycle, isn't it? But don't worry, there are ways to break free. In the next scene, we'll discuss some of the ways you can increase your brain's glutamate levels and potentially improve your mental health. Stay tuned. Boosting your brain's glutamate levels can lead to improved mood and cognitive function. Now let's delve into how we can boost these levels naturally and through medical treatments. Starting with natural ways, a healthy diet is crucial. Certain foods are naturally high in glutamate. These include tomatoes, mushrooms, broccoli, walnuts, and soy sauce. Incorporating these into your meals can help increase your brain's glutamate levels. Also, protein-rich foods like chicken, fish, and tofu contain amino acids that your body can convert into glutamate. In addition to diet, regular physical exercise is a fantastic way to boost your brain health. It increases blood flow and oxygen to the brain, which can stimulate the production of glutamate. So whether you prefer to run, swim, cycle, or lift weights, keeping active is key. Don't underestimate the power of a good night's sleep either. Sleep is when your brain processes and consolidates memories, and glutamate plays a major role in this. By ensuring you're catching enough zazas, you're helping maintain healthy glutamate levels. Now, let's touch on medical treatments and therapies. If natural methods aren't enough, there are medications and therapies that can help. Certain antidepressants work by increasing the amount of glutamate in the brain. Also, cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, can help you manage stress and anxiety, which can indirectly increase glutamate levels. Remember, it's always important to consult with a healthcare professional before starting any new treatment or making significant changes to your lifestyle. They can provide guidance based on your individual health situation and needs. Finally, it's worth noting that while we're focusing on glutamate, it's just one piece of the puzzle. The brain is a complex organ, and its health and function depend on a variety of factors. So, taking a holistic approach to brain health that includes a balanced diet, regular exercise, quality sleep, and stress management is key. With the right approach, you can take control of your brain's glutamate levels. So, we've explored the world of glutamate and its crucial role in our brains. It's time to revisit the highlights of our journey and cement the knowledge we've gathered. We started off with understanding glutamate, the most abundant neurotransmitter in our brain, and its indispensable role in facilitating communication between neurons. Acting as the brain's primary excitatory neurotransmitter, glutamate helps in learning, memory, and cognitive functions. Diving deeper, we explored the repercussions of low glutamate levels. We learned that an imbalance or deficiency of glutamate can lead to a number of neurological issues, including impaired cognition, difficulty in learning, and memory problems. Next, we ventured into the intricate relationship between glutamate, depression, and addiction. We found that low levels of glutamate have been linked to depression, while high levels are associated with addiction, emphasizing the importance of maintaining a delicate balance of this neurotransmitter in our brain. In the penultimate section, we focused on practical ways to increase glutamate levels in our brain. We learned that consuming a balanced diet, rich in glutamate-containing foods, staying hydrated, getting regular exercise, and maintaining a consistent sleep schedule can all contribute to healthy glutamate levels. In essence, the story of glutamate paints a picture of a complex and dynamic system where balance is key. Too little or too much can lead to problems, highlighting the importance of maintaining a balanced diet, lifestyle, and mental health. As we conclude our journey, let's remember that understanding our brain and its functions is not just about satisfying curiosity. It's about empowering ourselves with the knowledge to make informed decisions about our health and well-being. Remember, keeping your brain healthy is a lifelong journey, but understanding how it works is the first step. Thanks for joining us today, and stay curious.